Hi guys, I hope everyone is doing well. So today is the day when you can register for DV Visa Lottery 2023 because it is open and you can submit your entry. In this video, I want to show you step by step how to do that. Obviously, this is just going to be for illustration only. I'm not really going to submit any lottery. I don't need to submit DV Visa Lottery myself. And like I mentioned, I'm not doing it for any of my clients. However, I just want to demonstrate and show you how you do that. So here we go. Now, yesterday I made a video where I did talk about the photo requirements. If you missed that video, I'm gonna link that video for you here, so check it out. I did talk about photo instructions. Here you can actually click and read it yourself. When it comes to overall instructions, you can click here and you can read it yourself. So we are going to jump right into begin the entry. So this is how we do it. You can do it with me. You can pause the video if you need to. And then continue. Just so you know, it is online application only. And it will stay open for only 60 minutes. So you will have 60 minutes time to submit your entry. Somebody here, actually, sorry, it's 30 minutes, not even 60 minutes. So you have 30 minutes to submit the entry. Okay, so let's do this. Last name, first name, middle name. If you have middle name, add the middle name. Otherwise, do not add the middle name and click no middle name. People ask me if you use the capital letters or the regular letters. I would just go with the regular letters. Gender, birth of date. You start with month. Some countries have first day and then month. In the US, first it's the month, then it's the day, and then it's the year. City where you were born. If you don't know the city, it's okay. You can click in that case unknown city, country where you were born. Click the country, and here we go. Country of eligibility for the DV program. Your country of eligibility will normally be the same as your country of birth. Your country of eligibility is not related to where you live today, okay? So you can be living in US right now, you can be living somewhere else. It doesn't matter, you can have multiple residencies. What is important is the country of your birth. If you were born in a country that is not eligible for DV program, please go to explanation of country of eligibility to see if there is another option available for you. Made a video already where I did explain the requirement for the eligibility. So you want to make sure that you are eligible based on your birth, or if not your birth, birth of your spouse or your parents. Okay? So for example, are you claiming the eligibility based on country where you were born? You click yes. But if that's not the case, you might click no, and then you actually choose it based on your spouse or your parent, right? In this case, we are clicking yes, assuming that you are eligible. Passport. People ask me, do I need passport? Yes, you do need actually passport. You absolutely do need passport. And unless you are stateless, and if you are stateless, that's a different story. Or if you're from communist country that is not issuing passport, but then you would have to actually show and provide explanation. And it should be valid passport, okay? Country authority of issuance of the passport. Passport exemption. Here you go. I'm not required to submit passport because I am stateless, so you don't have nationality, or you are a national of communist controlled country, or you are unable to obtain a passport and have received individual waiver of the passport requirement by the Secretary of Homeland Security. Okay, so if none of this applies to you, you absolutely need to submit this application with the passport. Now, entrant picture. Here you can see the examples. You can use the phone. You can take picture with your phone, but ask your family member to do it for you. And you want to make sure that it's a white background. And then you upload a picture here. Okay, I'm not going to upload a picture, but I'm just giving you this for illustration. Mailing address, in care of. This is optional. Here's going to be the address. City. Postal code. Country where you live today. So if you actually live in a different country, maybe you have a work visa or student visa, maybe you even live in US, here you're going to click where you live or reside. If it's US, it's US. Doesn't matter. It's not going to impact your application. Phone number is optional. Email address. You want to make sure that you use the email address that is correct and that you will remember, because they will actually, the only way for you to retrieve the confirmation number once you submit the DV lottery is by using the correct email address. So you want to make sure that you are using the correct email address here. What is the highest level of education you achieve as of today? We're talking about the highest level education, guys, because as you know, the minimum requirement, you need to have high school diploma, right? Or equivalent, right? So if you just have primary school, you wouldn't probably qualify unless you have actual work experience. So the highest education achieved, you click and you're good to go. What is your current marital status? If you are married, you have to click married and my spouse is not a US citizen, all right? If your spouse is a US citizen or a lawful permanent resident, you still can apply for DV visa lottery. You are obviously eligible for that. But you need to disclose it, all right? If you're divorced, widowed, or legally separated, you need to disclose it. So once you click married, then they're going to ask you, next you're going to see, it'll be about your spouse, information about your spouse. If you have children, you need to include them. We're talking about born children, not unborn children, right? Now, something is missing, then they will tell you something is missing. See? You need to select the photograph. So I need to select the photograph. I don't have a photograph, so we're not going to go next. However, what you're going to see next is going to be information about your spouse. It will look the same. It's going to ask you her name, her birthday, city where she was born. All this information same. Same goes with the passport and your children. So you just need to fill this out individually for all family members, and then you're going to click submit. Once you actually submit the entry, then you will be able to get the confirmation number. Very important to know is to keep that confirmation number, because that confirmation number will be necessary for you to check next year if you're selected or not. And actually, let me show you how it's going to look like with that confirmation number. Next year, it'll be probably around May 8th. You are going to go to dvprogram.state.gov and going to click here. Actually, no, it's not this one. It's this one. Sorry, it's this one. It's actually this one. Authentication code. You always need to submit authentication code. All right, so this is how we are submitting the entry, right? But we don't want to submit the entry right now. What we want to do is we want to check okay, so yeah, it's just showing me this. It's kind of interesting. I want to show you how it looks like next year when you will be able to check if you are selected. So I'm going to close this window here and then submit the entry. Here we go. So here you can see next year in May that people can actually check if they're selected or not, right? So for example, here you can check the status, right? You will do this next year with that confirmation number that you receive. And here we go. DV 2023 entrants might enter the confirmation information through the link starting May 7, 2022. So next year, May 7, 2022, this is how you're going to check if you are selected. You're going to click here, check status, and it's going to ask you for the confirmation number. Continue. Actually, see, the system doesn't, oh, it does actually, it does. All right, so here is the confirmation number. So here you click the confirmation number that you will receive from that application that you submit today. Then you click last name, family name, year of birth, authentication code. Now, if you forgot the confirmation number, you click forgot confirmation number and you will be able to retrieve it by providing the information, last name, first name, middle name, date of birth, and that email address that I was telling you about. And then authentication code. So therefore you need to remember the email address. Okay, so that's how you're going to retrieve the confirmation number, and the only way for you to actually find out if you were selected is through that confirmation number. So there you have it, guys. If you need any help, you can also check out tutorial, step-by-step program that I created, how you submit the entry. The link of that tutorial is below this video. And you can also leave some comments, questions below this video. And good luck, everybody. I hope that you will be selected. And like I mentioned already in previous videos, you don't actually need to pay anybody. If you pay somebody to submit the entry for you, you don't really know if they correctly submitted the entry. So do not pay anybody. Do it yourself. If you, for whatever reason, cannot submit today, you still have time. You basically have time till November 9th, 2021. So good luck and take care. And if you are new to my channel, subscribe so you receive more updates from me, and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.